tax office started for the upcoming tax season. Here's some basics, okay? Let's number one, you can start with our training or a training program. During tax season, there'll be nobody around to answer a lot of your questions because of the heavy influx of clients coming all at once. This has been traditionally. So what we want to do is help you prepare beforehand. This is so important because if you're not knowledgeable on what you're doing, nobody's going to trust you, okay, to prepare their taxes, to help them with a tax issue. If they can't trust you or trust your knowledge, you're not getting the sale, you won't be very successful. It's very difficult to get a whole lot of help quickly when you have a client in front of you during tax season. Not saying there's not a support in place to help you. What I'm saying is, realistically speaking, if somebody sitting in front of you during tax season, and they ask you a question about their income, about what's taxable or not taxable, about whether or not they qualify for a tax credit, if you get it wrong or it's something different from what they traditionally had, and they challenge you on it, and you come across as being incorrect, you kill the whole deal right then and there. And not only just that deal, you potentially kill them ever coming back again, or referring family members and friends to you, which will be your lifeblood. We're going some of these things more in detail we get you your training, but this is very something to get established from the get-go. If you don't know it, you can't sell it. Now's the time to learn it. You need a plan in place. If you fail the plan, you plan to fail. This is a very common saying you probably heard from your teachers, your coaches, maybe one of your own employees, co-workers, somebody at church, wherever you do in your softball, playing some type of recreational league. This is super true. You have to have a plan in place. We're going to help you with your plan, all right? We're going to help you put together a plan that's a multifaceted plan where we deal with your strengths and weaknesses. We deal with your competitive environment, the people you compete against, your marketing plan, your operations plan, how you run your office. You're going to have our help you get all these things structured. It's going to be very important for your success. It gives you a runway to go into a situation to be successful. It also gives you a little bit of slack and wiggle room because when you're working together, we set these plans together. When something happens that wasn't originally planned, like let's say a pandemic or COVID-19, for instance, you have people in place who are experienced and can help you make the adjustments to be successful. Need a location. This is important, okay? For a lot of reasons. First of all, you need a base operations to better focus at. It can be home base. It can be an extra office in your house. It can be a corner in your bedroom. You need a space to operate for clarity, to focus on your clients. You also need a place to store documents at, location to store documents at. Because there's certain information your clients are going to give to you, like identifying information, ID cards, driver's licenses, W-2s, birth certificates for their children or for themselves. And it's very important for you to realize you cannot lose these things, okay? It's very important for you to realize that you're required to keep these documents secured for up to 5 years in some cases. We're gonna have separate video and separate training on just educational part of this business, the software needed in place for tax preparers to be in compliance with the IRS regulations. But right now, just for the sake of this conversation, need a location to work from and to store your documents at. It doesn't have to be a brick and mortar or a standalone location like in a strip center office building. It can be home based. It can be either one. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends on your budget. It depends on your level of commitment. Now, let's say you have an existing business. Let's say you're in the insurance business and you're looking to get into tax services. Well, you're already set up. You're already set halfway to go already. It's a question of just allocating space, somewhere in your office and personnel somewhere in your office to help you transition to this during the tax season. Same for real estate, same for a variety of other services. If you got questions about how the office and space apply to you, just drop a comment below or inbox me and I'll answer it for you. All right, you need capital to invest, you need to have skin in the game. This is super important. I probably should put this first. I'm not working with anybody who doesn't put money up. I'm gonna tell you why, because nothing ventured, nothing gained. But also that applies to life and business, but also applies to when people don't have anything ventured, they don't work hard to gain. You know, I've just seen it. You can't give away. You can't give this to anybody, right? You can't sit down and train anybody for 2 months and they don't have any money put up. They'll quit. And it's a waste of their time, a waste of your time. And sometimes starting a business is hard. We'll have a very very carefully, well thought out plan put together just for you. And I have no doubts given time it'll be successful. Because you have more than one line of business. We're not going to talk about the insurance side of things just yet. We'll get to those in a little bit. But you're going to have two sides of a business. Both of them have a seasonal aspect to them, and both of them have ways to make money throughout the year. On the insurance side, you have a passive income aspect to it. When we start talking about residuals, you get stuff as your own independent agent. So the whole point is you got multiple streams of income. You got to secure them. You got to put the money. You got to put the money up, not just to pay us, but also for office space, employees, marketing, even if it's home based, you might need new computers, right? Or a new printer, or you might need to pay for social media ads. And you don't spend without purpose, you don't spend without reason, you don't free spend, but if you come to this thing afraid to spend money, I'm gonna question how well you're gonna do in sales, how well you're doing marketing, how slow it'll take you to build your business up. I'm not saying you couldn't spend it with very minimal, build your company over time with very minimal, strictly investments. I'm just saying there's a time to spend money, there's time not to spend money. And we'll talk about that once you become committed on a case-by-case basis, all right? So that being said, those are the 4 things we thought that were important: the planning, having skin in the game, deciding on location, and product knowledge. Without product knowledge, you don't have anything at all. If you have more questions, or you need to repeat these things in person or by email, check my caption down below. I'm gonna put all these things in the caption below. I also take phone calls, and I'll take emails as well. I'll leave information below in the captions as well. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you be successful. This is Michael. You guys have a great night, all right?